Hey guys, it's Miss Delcambre. So today is Monday, the 8th of March, and here is what you'll be needing for today. So we're going to start into Module 16, which is your area of quadrilaterals is what we're doing today. Then we're going to be moving into triangles, area formulas, and volume. So we're working more into geometry right now. So you'll need your 16.2 notes. I've uploaded the videos that we watched in class in your Google Classroom. So I'll show you where you can find that. You'll need your journal, pencil, glue, and then in class we did a lot of practice with our dry erase board and our markers, practicing on formulas, finding the area for parallelograms. Okay, and here's a rundown of what our week looks like. So let me just go to my classroom slides and you can look at our agenda for the week. So today, again, I said is area of quadrilaterals. Tomorrow we're doing area of triangles. Excuse me. Wednesday we're doing solving area equations. Thursday we're going to be doing some practice mock star review. And then Friday we're going to do digital breakout and prodigy day. So let me talk to you about the following week. Next Monday, as you see, Monday is a teacher work day. No school next Monday, 3:15. So that's a teacher work day, and I will see you on Tuesday. Tuesday is mock star math, and Wednesday is mock star reading. So just to give you a heads up of what Tuesday and Wednesday will be like when you come back. All right, so that does it for the week of review. Now, let me show you where you can find your videos. So if you go to week 9, it's right here. 8 videos. These are the videos that we watched in class. We have 2 little quadrilateral songs. And then your homework is 16.1. And I went ahead and omitted questions number 5, 6, and 8. We're not doing a rhombus. That's a shape that you will not be tested on, or it's one that the book kind of threw in there of a rhombus. So I omitted those, so you only have 6 for homework for tonight. And let's get to our notes. So we have our area of a parallelogram. So today's 3/8/2021. Okay. The area A of a parallelogram is a product of its base and its height. So area is equal to BH, or B times H. And this, you see me drawing that arrow, will always be the height. Your height will always kind of be inside, or if not, it will be outside. It will always have kind of like a dotted line, full of box, most all the time. It will look like that. So that's where you find your height. Okay, and this area formula also works for squares and rectangles. Okay, so that is the same formula. They all share the same formula. Now let's look at how to apply them. All right, I always like to rewrite my formula first. So find the area of the parallelogram. So I always like to rewrite my formula first. So area is equal to base times height. Okay, then I'm filling in what I know. Well, area is equal to my base. Well, that's 14 times my height. That's 7. So now I'm taking 14 times 7 and 14 times 7. 7 times 4 gives me 28. Carry it 2. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9. So it would be 98. I'm looking for my unit of measurement, centimeters, and it would be squared because I'm dealing with 2 dimensions. Because I'm multiplying by 2 dimensions, it would be squared as an exponent. Okay? Let's go to our next one. Again, I'm going to rewrite my formula. Area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to my base is 13 times my height is 9. Now, I'm going to multiply those 2 together. 9 times 3 is 27. 7 carry 2. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 2 is 11. So my area is 117 inches squared. I'm dealing with area, dealing with squared units. You deal with volume, you deal with cubes. But right now, everything The area will have a 2. We'll always have a 2. Okay, and the last one that we have here, again, is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a pair of parallel sides. No matter what you do, these will never touch. It kind of looks like an eraser. Someone said it looks like one of those pink pearl erasers. Think of it? Yeah, it kind of does. That's what the pink pearl erasers look like. All right. So again, this is a parallelogram. It has a pair of parallel sides. 2 pairs. There you go. One there and one there. All right. So my area is equal to base times my height. My area is equal to, my base is 11. My height is 6. Okay, guys, I can flip-flop those, and I'm still going to get the same area no matter what order I put them in because of the commutative property of multiplication. So 6 times 11 is 66. My unit of measurement is meters. Always put that unit of measurement there to tell you what it is. And it's squared. 66 meters squared. This is very important unit of measurement, guys, because that's the difference between a house and a dollhouse. So think about that. All right. Now, our next one that we're going to go into is a trapezoid. Did I seriously? I glued both notes that were parallelograms. So give me one moment. Let me fix that right here. Wait, 2 pages of this parallel. We're not doing parallelograms again. We already did parallelograms once. Take that off, and we're moving on to trapezoids. Now, trapezoids has one pair of parallel lines and one set that do not. So the way I think about this, guys, is if you think of a triangle that got its top cut off, that is what a trapezoid is. So the formula for a trapezoid is area is equal to 1/2 times my height times base 1 plus base 2. So your bases is basically your parallel lines. So you got to figure out which parallel line, add those together and get the height. And I'm going to kind of show you the background of why this formula happens. So I'm going to minimize here and open a Word document. Minimize. Okay, so I said I'm going to open up a Word document. So I have this Word document, and just to show you, I'm going to insert a trapezoid. So if I'm looking over here at my shapes, here is a trapezoid. So I'm going to put this trapezoid right here. And again, when I told you, like it looks like a triangle that got its top chopped off, if I take this line and I line it up right there, and I continue that line, and then if I draw another line, so I'm just going to insert another shape, again start here. Do you see how they will eventually touch? Okay, that they eventually make a triangle. So like a trapezoid has one pair of parallel lines. These are parallel. These are not, because these two will touch eventually. Okay, so let me just take off. There we go. So here's my little trapezoid. So it's 1/2 times your height times base 1 plus base 2. So I have this little trapezoid right here. All right, and I'm going to duplicate it. So I'm just going to come up here, copy it, and paste it. Oh, and I got another little trapezoid, and I'm just going to make it a different color. So I'm going to fill it. It's going to be a different color. I come with this orange. Okay, so now I have this trapezoid. Now, if I rotate this trapezoid and I slide it on over and I match it up, I get a parallelogram, which formula is base times height. Well, if you look, you have 2 bases here, so you would have to add the bases. That's why it's base 1 plus base 2, because this tells you this whole base. So you would add base 1 plus base 2 times it by your height. That's how you would find the formula for the whole thing. But because I want the area of this blue one, I have to halve it. So I have to delete that one or divide it by 2, which gives me solely what the area of this would be. So again, if I look, so I'm going to bring it back. I have a trapezoid, same size. I'm going to butt it up against the next one. It forms a parallelogram, okay, which formula is base times height. Well, my base here is 2 different bases, so we have to add these up, multiplied by the height. But that formula gives you the whole thing. I only want half of it. So that's where the dividing by 2 happens, because dividing by 2 means that I'm just getting this section of the trapezoid. So that gives you kind of a background of how the formula works. All right. And again, your height will always be somewhere that will make like a 90-degree angle. So look for the 90-degree angle. So again, I always like to do the formula. I always like to rewrite my formula so I know what to plug in. My area is equal to 1/2 times my height times base 1 plus base 2. I just like putting stuff in parentheses because it kind of puts it together, knowing I need to put something there. So I'm going to look at this trapezoid. So my area is equal to 1/2 times my height. I'm looking for that 90-degree angle that forms. It's right here, so it's 4 times base 1 and base 2. Guys, it doesn't matter what you put with what, as long as 6 and 4 are there. One could be base 1, one could be base 2. Does not matter, because I'm still going to get the same answer when I add them together. So my area is equal to 1/2 times 4. Order of operations says I need to solve this first. So that would be 10. Okay, there's 3 different ways to do this, guys, but what I like to do is I like to half a number and make it friendly. So if I half this 10, I get 5. So my area would equal 4 times 5. And 4 times 5 gives me 20. So it's 20 centimeters squared. So 20 centimeters squared. And guys, you could have said 4 times 10 is 40, half of 40. Well, that gives me 20. Half of 4 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. So 3 different ways. I'm still getting the exact same 20 centimeters squared. Exact same 20 centimeters squared. Okay? All right, now let's look at our next one. I'm just going to switch my colors. All right, so my area, again, trapezoid. My area is equal to 1/2 times my height times some of my bases, base 1 plus base 2. Okay, so I'm going to fill in everything I know. Well, I know area is equal to 1/2. The height is 3. And my bases are 4.5 plus 7.5. All right. Now, on your reference sheet, math reference sheet, these two may be swapped, or maybe it will look different, but this is always going to be your formula. Okay, so I'm going to do what's in parentheses first because that's order of operations. So that gives me 12. So area is equal to 1/2 times 3 times 12. Okay. All right, here I'm going to half that 12 because that will make it 6. So area is equal to 3 times 6, which gives me 18. My unit of measurement's meters, and it's squared. Okay, so my area is 18 meters squared. I plugged in what I know. I solved in parentheses first after I added the bases. I got 12. I half 12 to give me 6. 3 times 6 is 18. I could have multiplied 12 by 3 to give me 36. 36 divided by 2, or half of 36, gives me 18. That's another way you could have did it. Or half of 3 is 1.5. 1.5 times 12. Well, 12 times 1 is 12. Half of 12 is 6. 12 plus 6 gives me 18. So I solved it 3 ways, and I'm still getting 18. I want you to pay close attention to that. That there's different ways you could have did the math because of the commutative property or the commutative property. I'm still getting the same answer. So my last one, number 3 here. We have this tall trapezoid. So again, my formula is area is equal to 1/2 times my height times the sum of my bases. So I'm plugging in what I know. Area is equal to 1/2 times 7.3 times 8 plus 6. Order of operations, I'm going to add this first. So area is equal to 1/2 times 7.3 times 8 and 6 makes 14. Okay, and again, when I said make them easy numbers to work with, well, what if I half 14? I get 7. So I have a 14, 7, so my area is equal to 7.3 times 7. Okay, so now those are some friendlier numbers to deal with. So 7 times 3 gives me 21. Carry a 2. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 2 gives me 51. And I'd have my decimal there. So it's 51 yards squared, because my unit of measurement here is yards. So it's 51 yards squared. Okay. That does it for our notes for today. Remember that your homework you have 3 questions that are on parallelograms and 3 questions that are finding your area for your trapezoids. So that does it for me today. Have a great day. If you have any questions, come to student support, make good choices, and we will see you later. Bye.